A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in international relations, Iran and the United States are set to engage in a fifth round of negotiations concerning Tehran's rapidly advancing nuclear program. The talks are scheduled to take place in Rome, with key discussions focusing on uranium enrichment, a contentious issue that has divided the two nations. U.S. officials, including President Donald Trump, have been adamant that Iran must halt all uranium enrichment if there is to be any possibility of lifting the stringent economic sanctions that have crippled its economy. Iran's foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, has made it clear that any agreement without the allowance for enrichment would be unacceptable, stating online, "We do not have a deal." He emphasized the need for a decision, asserting that finding a path to a deal is not overly complicated. Representing the U.S. in these crucial negotiations will be Mideast envoy Steve Witkoff and Michael Anton, the State Department's policy planning director. While the exact location of the talks has not been confirmed, previous discussions have taken place at the Omani embassy in Rome, with Oman's foreign minister Badr al-Busaidi acting as a mediator. The ongoing negotiations aim to limit Iran's nuclear capabilities in exchange for the potential easing of economic sanctions, which have been a source of tension between the two countries for nearly half a century. President Trump has previously threatened military action against Iran's nuclear program if a satisfactory agreement is not reached. Iranian officials have increasingly signaled their readiness to pursue nuclear weapons capabilities, warning that their stockpile of uranium is nearing weapons-grade levels. A recent report from the U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency indicated that while Iran is not currently producing nuclear weapons, it has taken steps that would enable it to do so in the future, potentially reducing the time needed to produce sufficient weapons-grade uranium to less than a week. However, experts suggest that developing a functional nuclear bomb would still require several months. The issue of enrichment remains the principal sticking point in the negotiations. Initially, Witkoff suggested that Iran could enrich uranium at a level of 3.67%, but the U.S. position has since shifted to demand a complete cessation of Iranian enrichment activities. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce expressed confidence in the negotiations, stating, "We believe that we are going to succeed in reaching a resolution that aligns with the U.S. stance on enrichment." She noted that the Iranians are aware of the U.S. position and continue to participate in discussions. One potential solution that has been proposed involves establishing a consortium in the Middle East, supported by regional nations and the U.S., to provide Iran with a steady supply of uranium while halting enrichment within its borders. Additionally, several countries, along with the International Atomic Energy Agency, have offered low-enriched uranium for peaceful purposes. However, Iran's foreign ministry has consistently maintained that enrichment must occur within the country's territory, complicating the path to a potential agreement. As the negotiations unfold, the world watches closely, aware that the outcomes could have far-reaching implications for regional and global security. The stakes are high, and both parties face immense pressure to find common ground amidst a backdrop of historical animosity and mistrust. The upcoming talks in Rome represent a critical juncture in the ongoing saga of Iran's nuclear ambitions and its relationship with the United States, with hopes that diplomacy may pave the way for a more stable and secure future. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.